Sir, there is one more question which is very contemporary. And so we have, so 16 Finance Commission terms of reference have come. And one of the debate which has been there from past few years, that the southern states, they contribute more in the taxes of Government of India. And the contribution, the state, the concept of equity applies here. So naturally, states like UP, Bihar get more revenue. So the students, a lot of students who come from Kerala or let's say Andhra Pradesh, so they feel that how should we handle this? Because they would want to have their viewpoint where they believe that the state should get more share from the kitty, and population criteria probably and the income per capita income GSDP, that income distance approach takes precedence over that. So they feel that the resources which are being generated by the state is not given to those states. So in this kind of situation, how can let's say they ask that, what is your viewpoint?
No, I get it. One thing at the very outset, let me clarify. Since I have been also on the board and all of UPSC and various other forums. Generally, the board avoids controversial questions. Generally. I'm not saying all the time. Sometimes some member may ask and will ask a controversial question, but by and large, they generally avoid controversial questions, in particular to a candidate whom they think will feel embarrassed by it or some such thing. That is one thing. But secondly, this question you asked, this is a very legitimate question. This is not a controversial question, really. It's a legitimate question that what the South feels and what some others feel about the Finance Commission thing are very different. No. It is the poorer states which are normally from the north, the less developed ones, which get a larger share of the devolution from the State Finance Commission because of their lower per capita income, higher level of poverty, lesser development. So South says, why should we penalize for our development? We have developed better, we have a higher per capita income, we have more industry, we have better health indicators, better education indicators. Why should we be made to suffer? So again, the answer is, if a person from even South is sitting there, he should not go to the extreme. The extreme would be saying like, no, it's absolutely unfair. The Finance Commission devolution and more money should be given to the South. We should be, incentivized for our development efforts and not given to the poor states. Why should we give it to them? It's not correct. In this way, South is, in fact, South-North divide is getting created. This will even lead to South feeling that we are separate from the rest of the nation. This kind of extremist answer will not help. Again, what you have to say is that this is the argument of the South. And this is what the Finance Commission has been doing, and the argument of the people from the less developed states is also. There is a valid point that they're less developed, so they need more support from the Finance Commission. So we are not against this. They must get some support because they need to develop. Because India, if it has to develop, even the less developed states will need to develop. But however, does it not disincentivize industrialized and developed states if they get less? So therefore, some mechanism should be found in which some special grants or incentives can be linked to their development. Some such mechanism can be found and can be given to them. That way, it will satisfy what the need of the southern states also, and as well as the states in the other part of the country also. So once again, you have to go and answering on both points of views. Don't take the extreme view, even if you're from South, that South, this is a bias against South, or South has been discriminated against. Using such extreme language or harsh language or that will give the interview board the feeling that you are not taking India as a whole. And you are supposed to be an Indian. You are supposed to look after, as a civil servant, the problems of India as a country. You are not supposed to represent only the South or the North or the West or the East. You are taking India as a whole. And when you're taking India as a whole, your approach should be that. Development of the country. And the country can develop where regional disparities are taken care of. So that you attend. But at the same time, yes, those who have done well, they should not be made to feel that they are being penalized for doing well. Some such mechanism should be built into the Finance Commission. If you give this kind of an answer, it will make sense. Maybe then they'll ask you, what kind of an incentive do you think? So you must have that in mind also. that something linked to the level of industrialization, some special grant can be given, or some special projects can be located in the certain states where the development is taking place, or some such, they could think of some answers to go there.
The criteria is also there in terms of performance-based incentives are there if they are
Yes,
industrializing better.
performance-based incentives.
Fiscal performance approach is there, sir.
Yes,
No?
yes.
Okay.
Like if you're having fiscal prudence, if you're maintaining your fiscal discipline, then you will get extra this kind of a benefit. This kind of things can be built into the Finance Commission reports, and that's how you should answer this question.